Hey friends, today's video we are going to be looking at how to run a sale on eBay. There is two different ways, so I'm going to walk you through both of them and tell you the pros and cons in doing it two different ways, and then I'll show you how to look at the sales analytics to see if it is worth your time and if you're actually gaining sales from running if you're actually making money from running sales. Hey friends, if I am speaking too quickly for you, do feel free to slow me down. You can click up here on your YouTube screen, scroll all the way down to playback speed, and put me on the speed that is most comfortable for you. Now let's get back to it. Let's jump right into it. If you have eBay My Seller Hub, this is going to be if you have a store, you can come on in, and I'm on My Seller Hub. I'm on Marketing up here, and then I come down to Markdown Sale. You can come up here and create a promotion and do sale and event. There's various other different things that you can do as well, and I'll link a video up here on maybe how to do the coupons if you're interested in doing that instead of a sale. And then you select your discount. You can select, hey, take a percentage off. You can select, hey, take $10 or $5 off. You can also add free shipping. For the sake of my video, I am actually running a sale today. So I'm going to do 15% off. And then it's going to take you to the two different options, right? So over here you have select items. You can select up to 500 items. This is going to give you more filters and more specifics to be able to specify more of your sale that you want to run. Like, let's say you want to run all of the items that you've had for over a year. You can do a lot more in this section, and we'll walk through it in a minute. But for my sale right now, I'm running it just is a blanket sale. It's ran over everything up to 10,000 items, and I only have 2,000 items in my store. So I just want to do something on everything. I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to click all my inventory. If I wanted to say, hey, just do clothing, so in this category, or in this way, you can select certain categories. I'm going to do all my inventory, and then you can also go in and exclude something if you have specific SKUs or item IDs that you wanted to specifically say, hey, this one is a really high price item. I don't want to include that in this sale. And then you can do based off of price. You can also do, in this one, you can do based off of new and used, but that's about all of the different ways that you can run a sale in the blanket sale. I'm going to show you the other one in a minute where you can select up to 500. You can select many more filters in that sale. So this is going to say, hey, items that match my rule, which is basically all of my inventory, I'm going to run a sale on. You can go through and see what those items are. I'm doing it on everything, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and save and review. You can save the sale name. So for your purposes, if you want to try like a Christmas sale, or you want to try like a Memorial Day sale, whatever it is, you can put this here. This is not visible to the buyers, so you can make this and name this whatever you want. You can come down here. This is telling you what your rule selected is. If at the time you wanted to add another one, you could come in here and select that. You could also, go back to the previous screen. Include skipped or new items when they qualify. So I'm going to uncheck this because I don't want any of my items that I list from today until my next sale. I don't want them included in my sale. If you want a blanket sale over all of your inventory all of the time, you would keep that checked, and then keep items in the sale and block revisions for price increases. So this is telling you, look, choosing this option means that you will not be able to increase the price of these items through listing revisions or updates while your discount sale is running, right? So if you put a sale on this and you click this, it's telling you you cannot go in there and change the prices. I'm not going to do that. Very, very rarely do I go in and change prices, but I want that option if I want to. And then you can come down here and click on the time period. I typically will select it for a week. So I'm going to do from Tuesday to Tuesday. I'm actually going to do through Wednesday, since that is the beginning of the month. Do like an end of the month sale. And then I'll do 5:30 in the morning, since it is the beginning of the next day. So be mindful too, it can take up to 12 hours from the start of the time for the sale to begin. Typically for me, I notice it's an hour or two, but be mindful that if you want to run a sale, on a certain day, to make sure to do this the day before, and then you can go ahead and set the time to it as well. If you have a sale ending today, we recommend leaving at least 2 hours before the next sale starts, right? So if you're doing 2 sales in one day, one ends, and then you want to start another one, make sure to have a little bit of time in between to let the items come off the sale so that you can put them on the next sale. Now, if you scroll down here, this is your sale event banner. This is what the buyers will see along with your images. You can select, they give you a couple options to select. You could pick an image yourself. I typically just pick one that looks nice, and then you can put in here, save even more with my sale. Save even more. But you could put something like Happy New Year or Merry Christmas holiday sale or whatever you want to put there. You don't have to put anything there. That's just kind of for the buyers to see. That is what they are going to actually see. So then I'm going to launch that. This is an actual sale that I am running. The next one, I'm going to show you the other way. So if we selected the other one where it was select 500 up to 500, this is what it looks like. You have many more filters. So you can come in here, you can select all inventory like you did before. You can scroll down and say, hey, I want to do clothing, but I only want to do, I click off of this, I only want to do baby. You could do a price range, you could do certain items, you could do days on site. So if I want to run a sale for like older inventory, this is typically how I will do it. However, you can only do 500 at a time. So it does come a little bit more cumbersome if you're wanting to do, a sale on your whole inventory and you can only do 500 at a time. It may take you a little bit longer. So you would go in here and select the items that you want. Click all of the items that you want, right? I have 5 baby items. Go ahead and confirm selections. Make sure that this is looking the same. And then it's going to show, this is going to be the same screen as the one before. So these are the 2 different ways to do them. The pros and cons, the selecting 500 at a time is a little bit more cumbersome, but it does allow you to be a little bit more specific, especially if you want price or time frames. That would be the better way to do it. If you just want a blanket sale on everything, you can go ahead and do that. The other nice thing about doing a blanket statement as well is you can come in, if we're down here, you can come in and say, hey, this is an old one. I want to do the exact same sale. I'm just going to, wait, hold on. Oh, they must have taken it off. Excuse me, friends. There used to be a way for you to just duplicate an old sale. So they must have taken it off or they moved it. If I missed it, let me know down below. But now let's go ahead and take a look at how to tell if these sales are actually working. And so we're going to come back here. We're going to stay on marketing. It takes us to promotions. This is looking at all of our promotions, and you can look at all of your promotions. You can also come down here and say, hey, I want to look at just my sales and markdowns because I don't have an active one right now. I'm not going to look at that. I may say, hey, I want to look at the ended ones. How did my sale that I just ran end? So it's going to tell me, oh, there is a copy. It's right there. Sorry, friends, it has to be on an ended one. So if I was just doing a blanket statement, I could come in and copy and do it for the next time period, and it would be easy peasy lemon squeezy. You tell I have little kids. So you're going to come over here, and this is going to tell you the name. So if you went in and named it Valentine's Day sale, that would show up here. You can tell I don't really do that because I run a sale every week. The type of sale that it is. So we're filtered to sale and markdown, your end and start date, how many items were on this sale, and then this is telling you essentially, did it work? Promotional sales, how many sales you got from this sale, sales lift, so what % of a lift did this give you, and then your average order size. Now you can see here for me, this is 0. These are 0. So I run a sale every week, but my sales lift is 0. And the reason for this is, and be mindful of how you do it, the reason for this is people are not going to my sale on my store and purchasing items that way. The reason that I run a sale is as you are searching on eBay, let's say a person is coming in and searching on eBay and saying, hey, I want a pair of jeans. They're scrolling down, they're looking at prices. So the sale is going to make my price competitive. The other thing too is you want to show up in as many places as possible. This is why you do item specifics. This is why you do offers. Lots of videos on that, but any of these things on the left-hand side that someone can click on, you want to show up in as many of those that are relevant, because as someone clicks this, if your item doesn't show up, they cannot purchase it, right? So if your item is a pair of Levi's and you put a item specific as Wrangler, then someone's clicking on Wrangler and they're not seeing a pair of Wrangler jeans. So make sure to only pick, items that are relevant. But if you scroll down here, people can click on deals and savings. So if someone wants a deals and savings, or it's the same on the app, if someone wants a deal and savings, your item would now not be shown. So even if you do a 5% sale, you're going to get more impressions and more chances of being sold, even if you're not getting a direct sale impact from running a sale.